This is a sick Negro.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, my good people. This is Just Ask Juan with another episode today. I wanted to have a quick conversation with you guys about, who will be the next star of boxing. Obvious contenders, Abdullah Mason. You have the young kid out of Philly. You also have the young man out of Atlanta, Brian Norman. I also like Emiliano Vargas, good looking kid, no pause. Good looking kid, got skills and stuff like that. Who do I think could be the next star in boxing? I tell you the truth, I think it's more than likely it's gonna be Emiliano. I think win, lose, or draw with whoever out of that newer pack with him. You know what I'm saying? He's a star because again, he's got the fan appeal. He's got the good looks to go with it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the good stars. You go back in a couple years, either you got to be an extreme villain or you have to be good looking and a kind of a good boy. Etc. A la Oscar De La Hoya as the pretty boy. Canelo also as kind of the pretty boy of this sport. Even Ryan, like in a weird kind of way, him being a social media star before being a boxing star. A pretty boy, good appeal and stuff like that. Same thing with Sugar Ray Leonard, with the great smile and the laid back personality and stuff like that. And I think Emiliano, he has the skills to beat some of these dudes, but I don't think when it comes up to the upper tier, I don't think he will be beating a lot of those dudes. Again, he could be proving me wrong, but I think the way that his dad is training him and the way his dad as from the last fight, from what I seen when his dad told him slow down, just relax. I think his dad's giving him the right way because of course his dad comes from that that background from the campo, and the campo is basically the Oxnard gym and stuff like that. The legendary Oxnard gym at that. It's closed down now, but the legendary Oxnard gym. So him giving them that experience and giving him his wisdom, and of course I'm pretty sure his dad brings in other dudes like hey, look, talk to my son, or talk to my sons because all three of them fight, and give them wisdom from what you guys know and stuff like that. So I think Emiliano obviously is probably the bank taker for a lot of people. I think he's gonna be the next pay-per-view star. And along with Abdullah, I think the way Abdullah carries himself and carries Cleveland on his back right now, I think he could be the next star. I think I think he has what it takes and the skills. So I think over time people are gonna start recognizing like, yo, this kid is probably the next pound for pound star. I think he probably next him and Emiliano are probably the next pound for pound stars. I think that's the fight in let's say 6-7 years we're gonna be calling for. So it's just a matter of time. I think obviously these guys have star potential, but that's all I got for you guys today, man. Please guys, like, follow, subscribe, everybody on the Mighty Sports Talk Network. This is Just Ask Juan, and I'm out, y'all.
Hello, it is your girl Maya, and I just wanted to give a shout out to my fellas at BVO Boxing. What's up, fellas? How are you guys? Hopefully great. And I will be seeing you guys soon. Peace.